Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Sunday to you all. Hopefully you all had a wonderful Sunday. Today I won't take up too much of your time. As usual on a Sunday, I'm just going to do a plant spotlight of the day, and for today it is the Tradescantia nanouk. And here she is. This is my beautiful Tradescantia nanouk. She is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now this plant is a plant that for a little while it was very difficult for me to locate this plant because it seemed as if when the big box stores got them, they only got a few of them in store, and so you had to just be there when they were available, and they were also available in very, very small pots. That's actually still what's happening now. They are available right now, but they are just in very small pots, which that's okay. When I purchased this one, I purchased it from a grower, I believe maybe 3 towns over from where I live, and I believe I bought a 4-inch pot. It wasn't a 2-inch, it was a 4-inch pot that I was able to get this in, and so obviously it has definitely grown since then. But in the beginning when I got her, which was the spring of last year, she was a very big challenge for me because the leaves bruise very easily. Normally with Tradescantia, the variety is usually a very, very easy variety to take care of, but this one right here posed a lot of challenges for me, because if you allow water to get onto the leaves, they bruise. If you don't clean up the water and just soak it up, they will bruise. And if you touch the leaves too much, they will bruise. And if you so you cannot top water this. If you top water this, you will definitely dwindle away all of the leaves that are in the pot. She has a full top because I bottom water her. I just touched her. Because I bottom water her, she has a nice full top. But in the beginning, I was top watering her, and I was also allowing her to dry out a little too much. I was treating her like a Sabrina. I have the Sabrina, and I know with the Sabrina, it does lose its older leaves if you let it go too long, but it doesn't really hurt the integrity of the plant. But with this plant, it does hurt the integrity of the plant, and there are no signs that this plant is dehydrated. She does not do anything. She doesn't droop. She doesn't do anything. She just all of a sudden starts, you just look at her and she's got a bunch of missing leaves, or they're all brown and crispy. So this one right here is definitely a plant that you have to kind of time things out properly, and it just goes with really just watching the plant, because individually each plant is going to be different, because it all depends on the window that you have her in. Like I have her in a south facing window with a sheer curtain to protect her from direct sunlight, so she needs to be watered a little bit more than maybe if she were in a north-facing window. She wouldn't need to be watered as much. But as far as keeping her variegation and everything, I keep her in a south-facing window so that she can stay nice and bright. Originally, she was more of a soft pink, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that this plant, the lilac and the soft pink version, both revert back to this plant right here. I believe there's something that's in them that makes them the soft pink color in the beginning, but they revert back to this because this is not what she looked like in the beginning. But now this is her beautiful color, and I love both versions, so I'm perfectly fine with it. Now, when she kept dying back, which literally she died back maybe 3 or 4 times, where I was watering a pot that had maybe 2-3 leaves in it, and I put her outside in the summertime, and I put her in a nice shady area, and she just took off. Now outside it was okay for her to have a little water on her leaves. She was a lot more hardy, and she got so big, so full. And since I brought her back in the fall, I just put her in a space in my room where she is right there in the sun with a nice sheer protecting her, but then I do not touch her leaves. I do not ever top water her. I always bottom water her. And since then, she has been doing really well. She doesn't grow as quickly as a Tradescantia Sabrina, but she is a fairly quick grower for the average plant. And then she has nice hardy leaves. I mean, they're thick like cardboard with a little fuzz on them. Like I said, I can't touch this plant because I guess it's the oils in my hands that leave issues on the leaves, and so I don't want to damage her at all. Isn't she pretty? It looks like she's used to being ground cover because she has this horizontal look. Like, I feel as if all of the growth that she has as far as sprouting out new growth, it's all going sideways. So maybe she would just be ground cover. I'll look that up to see if that's true. So I keep her in a south-facing window. I water her maybe every week and a half to 2 weeks. 2 weeks is really pushing it, but maybe every week and a half I do give her a nice thorough basin of water underneath her, and I guess that's it. She does live in my bedroom, so she is in a very warm climate where maybe she thinks it's still summertime, and that's why she's growing so much. I do not fertilize her very often. I don't fertilize my Tradescantia plants, actually. In the summertime, I fertilize them a couple of times, but I don't see that this plant needs fertilizing. So I think the most I've done is give this plant a little banana water, where I just soak a banana skin in some water, and then I just gave that to her. And it did make a difference because the leaves were very, very thick and succulent after I did that. And I think that it was when I brought her in, she just needed a little bit of nourishment. So there she is. So that is my plant share for today, my Tradescantia nanouk. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have a nanouk or if you've ever had a nanouk, if you have any tips for me as far as caring for her in a better way. I think this one actually needs to be repotted because I do know there are a couple of little roots coming through the bottom, but I think I'm going to wait until springtime because I really don't want to disturb this plant. So I think I will definitely wait until springtime to repot her. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. And if you subscribe, thank you so much. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.